to another weekly vlog, and yes, I'm out in the car with my glasses on. I have an optician's appointment today before going to my mum's because of my headaches. So before I go to the doctor and whinge about it, I want to make sure I've covered what he will no doubt tell me to go do, which is, have you had your eyes tested? So even though I had them tested earlier this year, I'm still not happy that they're as they should be, and I know I need reading glasses because I can't, like, I'm doing this to try and read stuff. So I get, because of I pay money every month for my contacts, and I'm entitled. Actually, no, I'm sure you got buy one get one free. Does everybody get that? Alright, I thought that's because I had I know I get completely free eye tests. So I need to get a new pair of reading glasses, and I haven't replaced these glasses in like 3 or 4 years, even though my prescription has slightly changed, because I wear them so seldom. I only really wear them in bed at night. I didn't want to fork out the price for getting them replaced, but I'm gonna get them replaced today. I may get new frames, I may not get new frames, we shall see. I always liked these ones, but I really like the ones that my mum got that broke, but I don't know that red's a good idea with orange hair, you know what I mean? We shall see. I'll let you see what I picked. No, I won't, because I'll have to wait on them getting sent away, and I'm certainly not standing in the opticians by myself videoing me trying on glasses. If I get taken on time today, it will be the first time. I think the longest after an appointment time I ever sat in Boots waiting for my eyes testing was 45 minutes. So hopefully it'll be a quick, it's not the usual test I get has all the, you know, contact lens test, the health of the eye test, the puff of air pressure test. I don't need, it's just like a straight eye test today. So, you know, oh, I didn't bring that bloody letter. No, we'll see. So yeah, I'll switch you off now because there's nothing really else to update you about, and I'll switch you back on later. I'll tell you how I got on.
So basically what you need to do more than push your card visually, but this lens is very useful and should be easier for you to use.
Hello, yes, it's me, c'est moi. I'm better lit than usual because I've just done a video from my main channel about my favourite musicals and musical related films, which I waffled way too long on. I'm catching you up on yesterday. Went to the opticians, picked my glasses. They've talked me into varifocals, which I said I wasn't keen on the idea of. And then she said, well, you can try them for 30 days, and if you don't like them, get a refund and get the normal one. So I thought, right, I'll try them. Because I've reached that age where I'm doing this with things. I need reading glasses. And she pointed out, well, what are you going to do when you're wearing your glasses and you're trying to read your phone? And I'm thinking, well, it's a valid point. Could this be giving me eye strain, causing headaches? So how they work now is, I thought it was just distance and then at the bottom, reading. But what it actually is there's no line across them anymore like you used to get. You don't notice any different, but the lens at the top is for distance. It goes to like a middle area, which is called intermediate, so it's for things that's at arm's length, which I don't think I have any issue with that. And then the bottom area is reading, so you would look down to read rather than put your whole head down. She said it takes a couple of days to get used to them, but we'll see. If I don't like them, I'll just have them switched out with a normal pair and I get a refund of anything that's been paid. So can't do any harm to try them. What else can I tell you? Darren and Isaac went to the pop-up shop, and there was only one blazer that didn't look really badly worn. And it was one that may fit him in sixth form. It's really big, but Darren got it anyway. So I have a smaller blazer and a couple of shirts to leave down, that I'll leave down before we go back to school and see if there's any more. She said stock's changing all the time. Stuff's in and out a lot. So we shall see. What else can I tell you happened yesterday? Not a great deal. I had a headache. I'm having awful headaches at the minute, and I don't know if it's my eyes. My eyes changed. Now my vision, usually if you're short-sighted, your vision's like minus a certain number in each eye. One of my eyes was -3 and the other was -3.25. Now, the one that was 3 is 3.5 and the other one's 3.75. So each eye has gone up 0.5, which is quite a bit. She says, oh, it's not a lot, it's only one jump. And I'm like, previously I maybe had one eye go up 0.25, a quarter. But so they're both gone up from when I was tested, which was earlier this year. That's a massive jump. So my vision has deteriorated considerably in the last few months. They also did this thing. Now every time you go to the optician, you'll know they take a picture of the back of your eye and you get to see it looks quite like a big pink, like a big orangey pink ball. Now they have another thing that they do that you have to pay 25 quid extra for, where if you're going there with a issue, so in my case I was going there with headaches and migraines, so I had an issue, they look really much deeper into the health of your eye and all the structures that make up your eye. They see that was it the cornea? They see that like tissues are the right thicknesses, there's not thinning in a certain area or compression that could point towards something untoward. And my eyes are perfectly healthy, everything's within the normal parameters, apart from the fact I'm blind as a bat, but she told me she wears varifocals, the receptionist wears varifocals, and I'm thinking, well, if they're shit, they're not going to be wearing them. So I thought I'll try them. I will report back how I get on, but if you're short-sighted, I don't think I know anyone. Alan, I don't know if you're short-sighted. I think you wear glasses, yeah. And I know Suze wears glasses and sometimes Kelly wears glasses, but all my eyes itchy. But I'm very, very short-sighted, meaning that I wear contact lenses, but I must wear them all the time, and if I don't wear them, I literally can barely see. Everything's blurry for me, and I've had that vision since I was about 11. Obviously it's deteriorated over the years, but I've had really blurry vision since about 11. But I've only noticed in the past year this real issue with, especially when I'm in bed and I've got my contacts out and I want to see something on my phone, I need to rather than do this, I have to hold it really far back because I can't see it. So it's just that age thing that's happening. But she said if the varifocals don't work, what I can do is just go back to my normal glasses, and then what I would do if I'm wearing my contacts and I want to read something, those cheap reading glasses you get all over in chemists and stuff. She says get one of those. I think my prescription is 1.5 for those. So I know what to get if the varifocals don't work. So, it's a win-win. If it doesn't work, I just don't get them. Simple as that. So I ordered the pair that my mum got and broke within 2 weeks. So I might actually pay £15 insurance when I go back because hers broke really quickly. Now, granted, she wears hers 24/7 and she lies on them in all sorts, to the side. But they're bright pink on the bottom and a darker pink, almost black, I think, on top. But I fancied a change because I've been wearing the same glasses for probably about 5. The last time I got my glasses changed was 5 years ago, and I've got the same frames 3 times in a row. So I've probably been wearing the same glasses for 10 years, I would say. Same frame. But I always go for the cheapos, the Boots, the cheapest ones you can get, because I don't wear glasses 24/7. If I did, then I may pay a little bit more, but who's looking at me at night watching telly in bed, you know what I mean? I don't, I rarely wear my glasses. So the guys have been from Nicor Construction today, the same company that do the boiler. Nope, not to do our hot water. They're supposed to be coming the first week in August for that, so that'll be next week. I'm not going to hold my breath. They've come to fix pointing on, which is the concrete bit on the edge of your roof. because two big parts have fallen off our roof now. The first one fell on the bonnet of our car and there's a dent in it, but they refused to cover it. And it's fallen off around the other side of the house now, so they came today. They were at it for ages and they have to come back in the morning to finish it. I don't know what the hell these workmen are doing. Obviously not very much. I can't think of anything else to tell you. Let me show you the statue that Kira got me. Oof, I'm back. So Kira is my over the road neighbour. She has Sophie, who's 3. She was the one I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine with for the second time. So she came over with this for me. Pardon my nails, I need to put nail wraps on. Look at that. It's one of those Disney traditions. And these are really fucking expensive. And she's like, you've been so kind to me. I've bought her a kid a few wee bits and bought them a couple of little cheap bits. And she turned up with this. I feel really bad. It's beautiful. But I feel really bad. I hope she didn't buy nothing else. Isn't that gorgeous? So yeah. It's Wednesday today, so Isaac's away on Saturday morning for Scouts, and all day that flipping phone's been going. Asking Paul, you know, the group WhatsApp, do the kids need wetsuits? What time? You know, it's Wednesday. There's no letter being sent to us yet to tell us what time to have the kids there at, what they need to have with them. No kit list has been sent out. And parents are like, do they need wetsuits? What time are we meeting at? Is there going to be a letter like the one that they got 2 years ago? No letter's been sent out. He said, oh, well, they have to be there about 8:45 for pick up at 9, and sorry, I don't know if they need wetsuits. I'm thinking, you're the leader. You've been before. What do you mean you don't know if they need wetsuits? It's because his kid is older and not going. He thinks he doesn't need to know the information to tell anyone else. And it's like, there's a participation guide, which to be fair I have read because I'm one of those parents, and it does go into details of what your kid needs for each activity. So it does say wetsuit on it. So I said, well, it does say in the participation guide, and even said on the page, you know, I says it'll depend what activity your kid's doing. I says, but just as an example, this says wetsuit, and they're like, well, do the kids need to bring it, or do I have to bring one? Or do the kids need to bring it, or will they supply it? And I'm like, this is a first time for me as well. I don't know, you know, but I'm not a leader. I don't know. I was tasked with chasing up the money and forms, consent forms, and I've done that, and everyone's paid and all the forms are in. All the rest of it's nothing to do with me. But he's telling people nothing. And people don't know if they need to pack wetsuits or not. Also, for each day, the people had to pick like a choice of 3 things that they would do. And then when all the votes are in, they will get assigned one of those 3 things. I have no idea what Isaac's going to be doing, because the leader will know what kids are doing what activities, but he hasn't told anyone nothing. So we don't know, like, example, there's like urban extreme, like there's a day called Adrenaline Day, and Isaac wanted to put down Segway, a thing called Urban Extreme, which is the skateboard and BMXing, and I can't remember what the third choice was, but he won't get to do all of those things. He's only going to get to do one. So which one's it going to be? You know, because that's going to matter to what kit he needs to bring. But again, they're not telling us anything. And it's like, it's so infuriating. I just recorded a video for my main channel about that musicals thing, and my phone was constantly pinging the whole time with people sending questions. And it's like someone saying, I can't get the app downloaded. He just ignored that. He just said nothing. And normal me would help, but Darren's about to cut the grass, I think. But the last time I sent a message in the WhatsApp group telling people there was an app to download, he got quite shirty about it. Well, I wasn't going to give that information until later because it's not operational yet. I said, you know, my viewpoint was it's advertised on the Facebook page, they say that it's there, the parents can download it, and then when they start sharing stuff to it, they can check it. But no, he was like, well, I'm aware of that. And I thought, right, fuck you, I'm not saying anything else. But parents have all these quests, that's Darren doing the grass. parents have all these questions and he's answering naff all. And if you're a nervous parent of a kid going away for the first time, it's not very reassuring. Right, I'm going to go because that's loud. I shall check in with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow Isaac's out for the day with Daniel. They sound that they're going to have a really nice day. They're starting off at his house, then they're going down to the beach. They're going to have a little fire and marshmallows and toast the marshmallows, and they're going to get like a chippy down there. That sounds fabulous. Perfect day to me, that. I'm not going, unfortunately. We're in the house tomorrow while they come and finish the fucking point, and I'll tell you what, they wouldn't need to want to be here in the afternoon because I want to go out. Friday we'll be getting everything finalised for him going away on Saturday, and at the minute me and Darren have no plans at all for when Isaac's away, but I'm sure we'll do something. We can't go too far with having the dogs because we can't leave you for too long, can we? Do you want to come see? Do you want to come see the peoples? Let's come see the peoples. There she is. She's much prettier to look at than I am. Look on here. No, she don't want to. Little doggy. Look at her little face. Look at her little baldiness. She loses her hair here every summer. Right, we'll put you down. Right. I shall check in with you guys probably tomorrow. Hello. It is. Pardon that noise, it's the fan because it's so hot in the car. It is Thursday. Isaac is going down to Daniel's for the day, and then they're maybe going to the beach this evening for toasting marshmallows and some chips, well, possibly. Me and Darren have to go into town to pick up some bits for Isaac's holiday, some last minute bits and bobs, snacks and stuff for him to take on the ferry. Just have to call and get petrol first, and I'm going to change a pair of trousers I got. They're a little bit big. No, I haven't lost a load of weight, they're just big trousers. I need to get back on. I'm so tired. See that in the weather, the thought of exercising. There was guys yesterday came from the housing place, not to fix our hot water, to do pointing on the roof. I think I mentioned it yesterday. And they said they couldn't finish the job. They would be back this morning. They would be back this morning to finish the job. Where the heck? It is now 8 minutes to 2, and no sign. So we've gone out. Even if they do show up, they don't. It's an exterior thing, so they don't need access to the house. But the dogs will go ballistic. So yeah, that's about all to update you on. If there's anything more, people are parked in the space I need to get into. The bloody 2 vans. Oh, you have to see this. Is there any way in that?
No.
Alright guys, get a load of that. Petrol pump is, I'm going to try and reverse back. Oh shit, there's someone. We're parked in all, right, I might just squeeze through that.
I don't think you will, because that curb comes out quite a way.
No, I think I'll fit. We've done it guys, we've done it. But can you get just the rudeness of whoever that was? 2 vans, might I add, right, the black car's now fucking moving. 2 vans blocking off the petrol pumps. Sorry, I know you're just seeing out the front window now, but I'm trying to reverse back to use the petrol pump. I mean, the audacity of some people is just... Okay, Darren's putting petrol in, as I asked him to. If I don't ask him to, he never does. My card, incidentally. Oh shit, engine wasn't off. Oh, it's so hot. So 2 vans are parked, blocking off the entire amount. The petrol pumps on this side don't work. They haven't in many years. So there's only 2 operational petrol pumps, and they were parked in such a way that they blocked them entirely off. So I've had to drive around the front, squeezing past a woman. And the thing is, there's like about 6 parking spaces over here, and the same on the other side, but people will park in front of the petrol pumps. And it's like, why can you not park in the designated parking? You're just going to block off the whole... It's infuriating. And there's only one parking space actually left that I was going to drive into while Darren went in and paid. and it's gone now. So I'm stuck sitting in front of the only operational petrol pump. But what can I do? Literally nothing. There's nowhere to park now.
I'll just put in $29.99.
$29.99.
Absolutely.
Right, I'm way too hot. I think the temperature gauge only says 19, but
On the card.
it does not feel like 19. It feels much hotter.
It was 30
So I'll switch you off. I just had to let you see that piece of ingenious parking. I'm always ranting and raving about that. Actually, if he's not in that car, I could go put one of my wee cards.
Don't use the guarantee. If we did that, he would come and see you.
Really, really tempted.
Just so you do. There might be that guy right there.
You see, the thing is, if it had only been him, it wouldn't be an issue, but there was him and the guy behind him, so I couldn't get around either of them. It's like, honestly. Right, I'm gonna switch you off. I'll check in with you guys later. Right, folks. Been shopping. We're just going to Tesco. You may have noticed on our way home to get a couple of bits. Look at the markings on the ground there. Yes, I'm filming someone's number plate. Look at how he's parked. So you know those little cards I have that I showed earlier? This guy's getting my first card now as I walk into Tesco. There we go. You did not, Isaac. Please don't do the Nosferatu thing.
I'm not going to.
He's going to do it the minute I start talking. He's going to do it.
No, I'm not.
It is Friday, guys. It is. Let me move this for you. Look at the weather. You can maybe hear the weather. It's terrible. It's raining really badly. Temperature's quite a bit less than it was yesterday too. We are about to go to the cinema I told you to do it. We're about to go to the cinema to see Harold and the Purple Crayon, which just looks like a fun family movie, but it's a bit different. So I thought, with him going away tomorrow for a week, we'll go watch a film, get a Chinese for tea, and then tomorrow, bright and early, we're all up to get him into Ballymena to be picked up. And then he won't be back until the following Saturday evening. So a full week of loads of fun stuff, a full water day, an adrenaline day, a silent disco, which I always find that really funny. They've got like a rock concert, they have a UV party, they have, because it's the 50th anniversary of this jamboree place, they've got like a big Platinum Day celebrations with archery, and there's just loads of stuff for them to do. So it should be fun. I shall obviously let you know. Isaac is under strict instructions that I expect one text per day, either first thing in the morning, last thing before he goes to sleep, just to say okay. That's all it needs to say, so I know everything's all right.
That looks so weird. One of my eyes is smaller than the other.
Your dad always complains about that.
What?
That he's got one eye smaller than
No,
another.
because I'm making it like that.
All right. Is somebody putting their washing in? I've never actually seen someone use that outdoor laundrette. That's the dryer. Somebody's just put, I bet that's bedding. I would use it for bedding or tiles. But there's the contraband, folks.
It's going to rustle a bit.
Darren doesn't want to use it because God knows who's used that before.
Oh,
And it's like, it's a bloody dryer. If you use a dryer anywhere, who knows who's used it before?
we don't use them anyway, do we?
I've used them before. I used them in Port Rush for our tiles, and they were such fluffy tiles. It was, apologies for this noise. It was
Big ruffles still coming up.
lovely fluffy tiles they were. I would love a tumble dryer, but I know they're one of the things that's the hardest on electric, and obviously with Darren and his gold plated t-shirts would never go near a dryer.
What t-shirt and a dryer with a print magazine, simple as that.
Everything. Darren will only let me buy washing pods if they specifically have the word colour on it, even though they are all designed to be used. I stood in B&M one day. There was Bold, there was Ariel, there was about 4 brands, and because none of them said the word colour on the box, I couldn't get
when
it.
it also shows white coming out whiter than white, that means it's got
Yeah, but there's
pictures,
ones
isn't it?
that have. Well, so what do you do then if there's no one that's specifically? There's ones that like say keep colours bright, but it doesn't use the word colour in the title.
I'd just use one that's meant for colour. What's the strip colour?
Because Darren is the height of fashion. And
No,
we
but
can't have a teeny, you know, it's
You see people with tall shirts on and they're grey. and
like your
the print's
Metallica
gone.
one.
Yeah, but I didn't do that. That t-shirt came off somebody else.
I thought that was your t-shirt
No.
from a gig you went to
No,
years
mine
ago.
from the gig fell apart. I got that off somebody else afterwards who used shit powder.
Anyway, we're going to see Harold and the Purple Crayon. It's got the guy from Shazam in it. Adam Garcia, I think his name is. Why did you just say shut up?
I said Shazam.
Oh, Shazam. I'll let you know if it's it. Well, I'll try and remember to let you know if it's any good, because I usually record a review, then I completely forget. So I'll try my best, because by that time we'll all be ravenous and we'll all be thinking about our tea, and the chances are we're going to forget. Chances are we're going to forget. So yeah, there's nothing else to tell you, like I say, other than this big trip is tomorrow, and then finally you'll hear me stop talking about it. Although you'll hear you'll hear as much as Isaac will tell us when he gets back, because he's at that typical age of like, yeah, it was good, or it was alright, or what happened to school today, it's nothing. So, you know, descriptions. I'm just
When you ask what happened in school, what happened in school,
yeah, but Isaac, with anything, you never give any detail.
I don't think you would want details of why I learned in geography.
So, I'm hoping there's an app that the people that run it upload photographs onto every day. So I'm hoping that I catch him in some photographs. Please do not hide,
I will.
Isaac. Please don't, because you want memories of this. It's going to be an awesome week, and you want to be able to look back. I want to be able to look back and have nice pictures from someone, Isaac, that has no photographs hardly of themselves at all, up until they were able to text photos themselves. You know, when I think back, I was thinking about this last night, there's no baby photographs of my mum. The only childhood photograph of my mum that exists is her communion photograph, and she would have been about 7 or 8 in that. That's it. One kind of fuzzy, to be honest, photograph, and then the next photos of my mum I've seen, she was 19. Her engagement photographs to my dad, so she'd have been maybe 18, 19. I'm not sure if she was around about that age. And then obviously wedding photographs and a few after that, but absolutely nothing of her childhood, and no baby. It's just, I don't know what it is, why people. And then I was thinking, well, is it different with Darren's family? And I thought it's not, you know, because I've only ever seen one photograph of your mum when she was a child, which is like similar to my mum.
Why do you need this?
Isaac, because it's nice to have. You don't care because you've got tons, but you know, I want to be able to look back at like memories I had as a child, and I can't because there's no bloody photos. Darren at least has. He's got quite a few childhood photos, but what his mum did every year, which I really like, is there was the typical birthday cake, you know, family occasion, and she would put the cake on the table and put the kid on the table beside the cake every year on their birthdays. So there was like at least every year of their life there's a photograph.
Well,
And all the wallpapers. And that's cool, I like that. I've always insisted on, if it's an event, there's always going to be photographs. Like I have photos of every Christmas from when Isaac was born. I've got photographs of every birthday, every Halloween outfit. So yeah, photos are a big thing to me. They just always have been. I think because I don't have any really to any great degree. I mean, there's about 3 years of my life and I don't think there's one photograph. It's probably a good thing. But you know what I mean? There's like things you did and you'd love to have. Like when I went to Southport, talking about Southport isn't that awful about those little girls. What was I going to say? When I went to Southport with the Briginis, and we went, which is the Girl Guides, and we went to Camelot water park, and we went to there must have been Blackpool. We went to a Madame Tussauds. I have no photographs of that trip. There's not even like a group shot that was taken. If there was, I've never seen it. But you know what I mean? You know, you think back to these things that you did and you're like, oh, I'd like to have had a photograph of that. So I say to Isaac, if you see a camera, please don't hide, because I want to see you enjoying yourself and see what you're doing. And it's nice to keep. We've got a flipping tractor in front of us.
tractor.
Right, I'm going to go because it's going to turn into me waffling. I will film tomorrow before Isaac goes, purely so you can see the size of the bag and him carrying it. He's like going to be like a packing horse. I'm going to go and get frustrated at this tractor in front of me. I shall speak to you later. Hello.
No.
We're out of the cinema. We've
Harold
just
and the purple helmet.
seen Harold and the Purple Crayon.
That was crap.
It was really bad, guys. Please don't go see that. I'll tell you, no, actually, no, she wouldn't. I was going to say someone Dot's age might enjoy that, but like you say, there's not enough.
If you enjoy that film, you have the mental stability of a 2-year-old.
The daughter as a 2-year-old will enjoy it because there's nothing to keep them.
I don't know who it's for. As I'm doing the review for my main channel, I'm thinking, does that just pause a second?
That way to go to Tesco.
Yeah, but if I go that way, that filling station's got.
Oh, it's got cash point.
Yeah, I'll go there. Sorry, I'm just getting a Chinese to cheer myself up. Well, I'd intended to get a Chinese anyway. So, I forgot what I was saying.
What was it made? Who was it made for?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's for very young children. You know, like when the acting's so bad because everything's like, oh, I'm really nice and you're really nice and let's all be really nice together. You know, like children's TV. You know, like that.
Barney the dinosaur.
It's that sort of like, let's all have fun together.
Yes.
But
We've never heard of AIDS.
I don't know who it's for because kids around like 7 to 11 would just probably laugh at it and find it a bit naff. Kids younger than 7, there's not enough.
They've been really out there.
There's not enough to keep them engaged. I don't know who it's for. I'm at a loss. I literally can't think of anything to tell you guys that positive about that. Just don't waste your time. What are you laughing at now?
Because in a strange, twisted way, it's been worth seeing it. So, yes, I've seen one of the worst films ever made. I've seen it. I saw it when it first got released.
In the cinema. We paid to see that
Yeah.
shit. Oh god, that's depressing.
It was that
I've just
bad.
paid money to see that.
Yeah. Good money.
Don't. I just thought, as it's going away tomorrow and it's pissing it down. There's the thing. I've just had a text. No, I haven't. The WhatsApp group for the Red Rose thing has just had a text. You tell me what you think. And it says on it, check the weather for, this is from one of the scout leaders, the main one that's looking after everything. Check the weather for Cumbria, because where they're going is the border of Cumbria and Lancashire. Check the weather for Cumbria. Looks like it's going to be wet. So make sure the scouts have packed, was it a coat?
Socks.
A coat and a change of socks.
A change of socks.
Because they may need them. And I'm thinking, these kids are going on holiday. Look at the lovely dog. Oh, these kids are going on holiday for a week. Make sure they've packed a change of socks
Have you packed your Purple Crayon?
because they may need them. Do they mean bring a spare pair of socks in your sort of like the bag you're going to have with you on the ferry? Because their luggage gets all packed away, they won't get it back until they go to the campsite. Does he mean pack a pair of socks in your like carry-on bag in case you need to change your socks? Not that this will be irrelevant because by the time you see this he'll be midway through the week. But I don't understand. Bring a coat and a change of socks. What, should we not bring any clothes or sleeping bag or? I'm a bit confused about that. So yeah, but that just goes hand in hand with all the rest of the organisation, to be honest. Right, we're going in here, aren't we? Right, I'll switch you off, guys. We're just going in to withdraw some money for the Chinese. I don't know what your Chinese does, but none of the Chinese is here take cards. It's, you know, that tax thing, so they don't have to pay tax. So you have to always have cash.
No, we only had 3 customers all month.
Right, there we go.
If only we had a Purple Crayon, just draw some money.
Yeah, that's Jesus. That's the thing. The things they could have been drawn with that Purple Crayon, like I said earlier, Chinese, cakes. You drew boobs, didn't you?
Did.
Didn't even see what you're doing, and I knew that's what you'd done.
What would happen if you drew like just a giant balls?
I'd draw Deadpool. Isaac.
What would you do like if you drew just balls with a
I could
face
draw
on
Henry
it?
Cavill.
Like draw balls with the face on it, right?
Isaac!
It would be a balls monster.
You could draw cake, you could draw chocolate, you could draw Chinese. It shows you where my mind is. You could draw worrying balls.
You could draw a chihuahua, capybara.
You could draw loads of dogs.
Capybaras!
You could draw multiple dancing Deadpools.
Multiple dancing capybaras. Capybara pool.
Draw The Witcher.
Why are you obsessed with like buff men and cakes?
I mean, what's not to be obsessed about? Your dad drew boobs, you didn't say anything to him.
That's funny.
Right, on that note, I think I'll go.
Dancing hamster.
Right, I'm gonna go. I shall probably next see you tomorrow when we're dropping Isaac off for his holiday. I want to show you the size of the bag. Right guys, I shall speak to you later.
Can I lift it is the question.
Well, you're gonna have to carry it, Isaac. Just
I'll have to switch that, let's see.
right. It's early morning, Saturday. Isaac's about to. That's one bag. Size of it, and he's got another one. He's also got a backpack which they have to take onto the ferry, and he has this one which has a sleeping bag. You shouldn't let you have to carry them anywhere because they're going to get packed away. The state of it. Hello, it is early Saturday morning. You just saw Isaac with his bag. I would have had to have made him walk to the car with it for you to see how big it is. Thankfully, when we get to the scout hall, they'll be taking all the luggage and putting it like in I was going to say in like the van that they're taking. So we won't have to carry it until they get to the actual scout place. And to my knowledge, they drive onto site. Well, they would have to because all the cooking equipment and stuff has to all be unpacked. So we shouldn't have to carry it any massive distance. The tester's going to be him getting it packed to come back. That's going to be good crack. Remember, Isaac, you can just leave the pillow there.
Not the pillowcase, the pillow. There's a difference.
I don't think we're going to die if the only thing he comes home
I'm
with
just saying
is...
to it, take the pillowcase out of it, it's part of the set. So, you know.
So I take it you've got your phone? Right, we're just hoping he gets home without losing his phone. I'll probably do a little bit of filming. No, actually I probably can't do any filming when I get there because you're not meant to. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
You can do, you just can't put it online. But this is for personal use. Film whatever you want.
But I'm still like iffy about him having a phone on him in case he loses it. You remember you've got your solar power bank?
Yeah.
And you've got the other one. If anything needs charging, use the power bank. But I don't think you should need... I think the power bank will have enough charges in it for you to keep recharging your phone. I don't think you'll need to charge it, but if you do, it's there. Or put the solar thing outside and then you can use that. It doesn't need to be outside to charge your phone. It just needs to be outside.
Is it waterproof?
Doesn't matter. If it gets wrecked, it gets wrecked.
Just making sure he's not going to leave it outside to get this.
Well, surely he's not that stupid.
Well, if you don't tell him, he'll just say you told me to put it outside.
Obviously, I don't put it outside if it's raining. But there's like one day where you're on site all day. That's the day where it could be outside if it's not raining. But yes, we shall see. A week-long camp is quite a long time. So hopefully everything goes okay. Like I said, I'm not filled with confidence with the leaders that are going at all. And the only other person there's two people Isaac's age. One's a girl called Emma, who's really nice. She's like spot on. Should be somebody to stay with and you'd be absolutely fine. and the other is me, who is just
Moron.
yeah. So what is it about boys of a certain age? It's like, ugh.
He'll have an extra bag that's just full of sweets.
Yeah.
A sack. Bin bag.
And the rest of there's like then a section that are older, but they're called explorers. And then the rest are all younger. So we shall see. I'll switch you off now. And I might get some video in when I'm down there.
There are many buses there.
Yep, there is.
The first one.
No,
That was in town. There,
once this is there. Let's stay it. Look at them all stood there in a line. Look at. Right, what happens when you tell a group of kids to line up for a photograph?
Yeah.
All lined up.
Mildly heavy.
He's ready to go. He's ready to go. Somebody says the bus was here, but I don't see the bus.
Should have flown out in your car.
There they go. Saturday night, guys. I brought you out. Look at this. Look at my sweet pea. It's come up in no time. This should all be like tucked in behind this. It's growing a bit rampant, isn't it? Might try and tuck some of that in. It is about 9 o'clock. They left this morning at 9 o'clock. We still haven't heard if they've arrived yet because nobody's told us. Honest to God. Okay, it is 10 o'clock. I'm in bed watching a film. We are all going to the World's Fair. Dogs won't settle because Darren's not back. He's at a gig. He's gone to see a second acoustic gig of that guy that we went to see a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going because I'm just too tired. I'm filming that because it's too dark in here to film me. My glasses have arrived, so I get to pick them up tomorrow. And I just heard from Isaac at like just after 10 o'clock saying, I'm okay. I says, just send me a text before you go to bed at night telling me you're alright each night and I'll be fine. I'm okay. It feels all kinds of odd. I don't like him not being in the house. It's like I'm used to going up to bed and him coming out of his room to show me something silly on YouTube or to say, can I have an extra half hour on TV? Or I don't like it when he's out of the house. I really do not like it, and it's going to be an entire week. It's going to feel awful. So he's not even away one day yet, and I'm looking forward to him getting back. What the hell am I going to be like when he gets older? Oh, right. I'm going to go and watch this film, distract myself. I shall close off the vlog tomorrow, guys. Hello, guys. It is Sunday. Yes, I have my glasses on today. I'm going to pick up my new glasses from the Opticians. My varifocals. I'm a bit nervous about them. We shall see. And I can smell...
You what?
What's that smell? It smells like something like gas or oil or something. Can you smell it? You usually can't smell stuff though, can you? It's a really weird smell. Get the marks on my face. I suppose I don't have foundation on. Just put powder on my face to take the redness off it. Yeah, so we'll see what these glasses are like. They've told me the only reason I agreed to get them is I was like, I'm not getting. I thought it was like bifocals, but they're not. They're now called varifocals, and they don't have that line across that they used to have. Now it like goes from distance, medium to reading. Like the actual glass is, I don't know how they do it, but anyway, it's the fact that the actual optician wears them and the receptionist wears them. And I thought, well, if they're that hard to be getting on with, why do they wear them? So I thought, when she said to me, you've got 30 days, and if you don't like them, we can leave them back and get your normal ones. I thought, right, I'll give them a go, see what happens. But she did say it does take a couple of days to get used to them. But the thing is, I won't be wearing my glasses constantly. I find when I wear glasses constantly, it gives me headache because I don't like the pressure on my nose and the side of my head. Even though they fit fine, it's not that they're uncomfortable. It just does something weird to my head. I might, like, I'll wear them all day today. I'll see how I go. I might wear them for a few days because my contact lenses are actually the wrong prescription now. I might ask them, can I, I don't think I've opened the last box, if I can return a box and get another box in my changed prescription, because I get sent contacts every 3 months. You get like 3 sets in the box, so like a set per month. And I've only recently just received one, but they're going to be the wrong prescription because my eyes have degraded. So
You fucking arsehole. I'd be lighting them up.
somebody's just pulled out of a side road that they really shouldn't have. So Darren went to see Ricky Warwick again last night with a friend of his, Paul. But they could see damn all because they didn't get the prime position right at the front that we did.
I managed to sneak part of it for some of the gig, and then I'd left literally about 7 inches
You
gap
never leave
between
in
me.
it. Somebody will stand in it.
No, there's a right little guy, I don't know who he is. It made Paul laugh, and even though I had my camera down, he suddenly put his hand in and then squeezed himself in. I'm stood there thinking,
Yeah,
what
they
the
do.
fuck are you doing?
This happens. You never leave any room in a gig. It's the thing I hate because
Inches.
I don't like people, you know, like, you can't go to a gig and not expect to be hemmed in. But I really don't like that feeling of being hemmed in. But if you leave a gap in a gig, you've lost it. You know, put someone, especially
It wasn't
when
that
you're.
cramped, though. It wasn't like it was a cramped gig. There was
Yeah.
plenty of room. But he just decided, I'm pushing it there. Because, I mean, I was stood in front of the speaker, so I wasn't blocking
Yeah,
anyone's
but
view.
the optimum word that you used, little, because if he didn't, he couldn't
could
see.
see.
He's tiny. Is it that little
He
guy?
was
that's-
surrounded by people his own size. He was smaller than him that's in every photograph.
I haven't seen any of your photographs.
No, the guy that's always in every photograph in the diamond.
Oaksy.
He was smaller than him.
Well, then he was tiny.
He was tiny. He was plenty tiny, but
Oaksy's smaller than me.
right from the start of the night, these guys turned up when there was hardly anyone there and just lined up across the front.
Yeah,
That same guy as before, because
that's what I do.
I was telling Paul about, I said this big guy, he must be age knocking on 60, and he stands right in front of his microphone.
Did
just
he
looking at
have
him.
a camera?
Yeah.
Right, I think that's a guy called Michael Sweeney, who's just recently added me. I thought it was a bit weird. He added me on Facebook and said to me, I was stood behind you all through Ricky Warwick.
No, he was stood to your right. The guy right on the front, right in front of Ricky Warwick.
Oh, no, it was not. I didn't think
Yeah,
Well,
and
I'm not
and it's
sure.
the same guy again.
This other guy, he has loads of pictures and videos from the first time, and it is from the position I was in, so he was behind me
No, well,
previously.
This guy I'm on about stood right on the side.
It's like, what do you do? You know, do you like, that's a bit weird. You've sent me a friend's request. I've never spoken to you, but you've sent me a friend's request because you were stood behind me at a gig. It's a bit weird. So I don't think, oh yes, I'll tell you about Isaac. So they left yesterday morning, as you saw, at 9 o'clock. And I said to Isaac, just as long as you, now, bless him, he did send me a text at bedtime, and that's all I asked him to do. And it just said, I'm okay. I said, that's all I need, just a text at night time to let me know that you're alright and that I'm fine. But I did expect the leader, when they are, given that they were going by ferry to Cairnryan in Scotland, and then driving down from Cairnryan to, it's like just above Blackpool, it's called Crooklands. It's in the Lake District, and is it Lake or Peak? I always get the two mixed up. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, but I expected him to send us a WhatsApp to the Red Rose parents group to say we've arrived safely. Not a sausage. Now granted, today is the stuff all different days. Today is what's called their culture day, so they're going to a city in England, and they basically got told where they were going. They wanted to go to York. That's what the leader had asked for. everyone that knows me knows how much I love York. It's such a beautiful city. And I says, well, to be fair, and they didn't get York, and Paul was like, oh, I'm gutted that we didn't get York. And I'm like, well, to be fair, the kids really probably aren't going to appreciate how pretty it is anyway. You know, it's, you know, the buildings and all the rest of it. I says, you know what kids are like, they're not going to. So they got given Chester. Now, granted, Paul has sent, that's the leader's name, he has sent about 10 photographs, I'm sure, today of they're split into 2 groups. So obviously the female leader's got the girls and Paul's got the boys. One of the boys is missing from the photographs, and I really am hoping he's not come down with something that he's going to spread to the rest of them. It's like,
He's lost.
where's this boy? He's not in any photograph, unless he's one of the kids that isn't. No, but then...
Might have fallen off.
But some kids wear a specific thing to say they don't want to be photographed or used in promotion. But that would be for the main Red Rose camp. That wouldn't be for the leader sending some pictures home to the parents. So I'm just hoping whoever that lad is isn't sick. But Chester looks gorgeous. Some gorgeous buildings. They've got like old cathedral-y type things in the background, and it's like, oh, that looks really nice. So he's done good today. He's sent pictures, I'm happy with that, but he didn't send anything to say they'd arrived. He didn't send anything to say, come, you know, tents are up, we're about to go to bed. I'd like to have like seen a picture of them in their tents, but I don't even know are they in 2-man tents? Are they in a big group tent? No idea. I know the boys and girls are in separate, I know that much. But Isaac looks happy enough in the photos, he's smiling, and you know, although there's 4 boys, there should be 5 in that age range, and 2 of the younger ones are playing chess in a photograph. Now Isaac really likes chess, but he is kind of stuck with this other lad called Miho, who's very naughty. The reason he's stuck with him is because he's the same age, they're both 13. But I think...
And he sticks to Isaac like glue.
He does, he won't leave him alone. Isaac had arranged to sit beside a wee lad called Finlay on the bus, and Miho came up. We sit beside each other on the bus. And Isaac's like, I already told Finlay I'd sit by him. Finlay's a bit nervous, he's quite a bit, I think he's 10. But Isaac really likes him. And he'd said, oh, well, we'll sit together on the bus. And, oh, but why? Well, can we not sit in the back row and then we can all sit together? And then he says, right, well, on the way back we're sitting together. And he sticks to him. But I think he's on the spectrum. Well, Darren says he definitely is. I wasn't aware of this, but apparently he's on the spectrum.
Well, on the spectrum is that.
And Isaac's kind of stuck with it. I don't mean that. I don't mean, oh, he's autistic and Isaac's stuck with him. That's not what I mean. Daniel, Isaac's very good friend, is on the spectrum. That's not the issue, so don't think I'm anti-autistic children. But Michael's naughty.
He's not a nice lad.
He, like, I know Isaac would have really wanted it. It's like those outdoor chess things near cathedrals, and Isaac would have loved that. But because he's stuck with Miho, and I don't think Miho would either know how to play chess or maybe just doesn't want to play chess because it's boring. So he's missing out on stuff that I know he would really enjoy, because he's sort of been stuck with this lad that doesn't want to do anything other than eat
Yeah, meat sweets.
and run about like he's about 6. You know what I mean? Now they are in sub-camps. He's got the 2010s. I know I'm waffling, I apologise if I'm boring you. Each sub-camp has got a big flag and things called knackers that the kids wear around their neck, which identifies what sub-camp they're in. And there's like bright red with yellow trim, there's like turquoise blue, there's navy blue with light blue, there's bright green and yellow. What colour's theirs? Light grey with a pastel yellow trim. It's disgusting. I'll put a picture in. It's just horrible. All the other camps are really lovely vivid colours, and theirs is this horrible, you know, like you put whites in the wash and they'd gone grey. But as I was going to say, the sub-camp has got like about 20 to 30 other scout troops in it from all parts of the country. There's people there from Uganda and all sorts. So I'm hoping when they have on-site days, they get to know other kids, you know, from different places, and that'll be pretty cool. And I noticed in photographs quite a few lads with long hair, which that's always an opener for kids that look a bit alternative. You know, they always like, oh, I like your shirt, or
breaks the t-shirts out.
well, he's in his Iron Maiden one today.
Is it?
Yeah. So he went in his Guns N' Roses under his Scout shirt, and today I've noticed he's got his Iron Maiden t-shirt on. So he's been in his bag and he's picked his shirt. So I'm hoping he meets other kids that like similar stuff, you know, and yeah. But he looks happy in the photographs, he looks like he's having fun, so
yeah,
I
he's
feel...
topped up on all sorts of sweets while Isaac, now he's got the chance.
I feel a bit more content. I would have liked to have known they arrived safely, but like Isaac did text me about 10 o'clock to say I'm okay, so he's done what I asked, so I can relax a little bit. So is there anything else that I need to... I can't think of it. Oh, last night Darren went out to watch Ricky Warwick last night, and I played a bit of Red Dead till about 9 o'clock. And I thought, right, I'll watch a film. Oh, I know, I'll watch this really crap film that I have to watch for my 12 films from 12 friends. I'm sure I had that Houseboat Horror. Can't find it anywhere. Got a free subscription to Shudder because it was apparently on there. And 7-day free trial. And I thought, right, I'll watch this film. It said on one site that it was on it. Then when I got the free trial, it's not on it. So I think maybe if I'm in America, I could watch it. So, and then I thought, right, I'll watch this Double Dragon. I've only 2 left to watch from... I did this thing on my main channel, which is 12 friends recommend 12 movies for you to watch that you've never seen over 12 months, and you do reviews. So I've only got 2 left. And the 2 I've got left is one that I know it's actually down as being the worst Australian horror movie ever made. Obviously I've left that for last. And the other one is Double Dragon, which I have no interest in martial arts movies. I do like early Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, granted. I like things like Best of the Best, but Double Dragon, I lasted half hour. Jesus, I thought he was coming out in front of me then. I lasted about half an hour, and it was a painful half hour. So then I put on We're All Going to the World's Fair, because I'd heard very conflicting things about it, and it's probably one of the most boring things I've ever seen. Nothing happens at all
People
at any stage. Well, it was worse.
Worse?
It was worse.
Jeez,
That looks like a little chihuahua. Oh, he's tiny. That was a little puppy. And then I watched... Anyway, I can't remember what I watched, but the point I wanted to make is every single film I put on last night, every one of them were terrible. I was losing the will to live in the end. Darren came back and I was watching... What was I watching? Oh yeah, I watched the beginning of this one. I think it was called Trapped. No, it wasn't. I keep seeing reviews for Trap on YouTube. That's stuck in my head. It's got the guy that Rob Zombie always uses in his movies as part of the family, and I can't remember his name. I think he's British. If I tell you what, if he's not British, his accent's fabulous. It's a film about a guy that's put to death in the electric chair. The electric chair is like a very new invention. This is set like many years ago, and he curses the entire prison before he's put to death. And it seems alright. It's not great, don't get me wrong, but the amount of crap I watched last night, at least I didn't have to switch off. Well, I did have to switch off in the end because my stomach is so sore. Look, you stupid bitch. Sorry. I should have like a little jar in here that I put money in, when I swear. Would have enough for Florida. What is it with people coming out in front of me?
I don't know the rule of the road. They're just ignorant to them.
Cyclists now. Banding knees in the middle of the flipping road. Right, thankfully that taxi's quite a bit behind me. But I've eaten something which has disagreed with my tummy, and it is so sore, and I felt like I was inflating last night. You know when you're like... Well, if you ever eat anything that disagrees with you and your tummy swells up. And today I feel like Mike Tyson's given me a good punch in the stomach. Not feeling good, and the pain that started my fibro last night kicked off like nobody's business. And no word of a lie, yesterday I sat on my arse pretty much all day because I was tired. I just thought, right, we got up early, we took Isaac in to a scout thing, we came back, we were back in the house for about 10 o'clock, and I did next to nothing yesterday. But see, last night, the pain, I've no idea what people are doing anymore, honestly. But last night was not a good night. I was in so much pain all night, and today I wouldn't be going into my mum's if it wasn't for the fact that I haven't seen her all week since Tuesday, and I know she's looking forward to me coming in, and she phoned me last night when I was in the middle of playing my Red Dead. I'll let you see my new glasses. So I'll not say goodbye yet, because I'll let you see my new glasses when I come out. I picked the same ones my mum got last time because I really liked them. Oh yeah. Could you not wait till I got to the top? This is a street that's only wide enough for one car to come down, and I was halfway up it. The other guy hadn't started coming down it, but you're ignorant
prick.
And he didn't even like indicate, he didn't like even say thanks for pulling into the side to let me past, even though you were halfway up the road before I set off down the road. Right, there's no parking space up here, so I'll have to go back down again.
That's a gate as well.
Right, looks like we're going in the car park, folks. I'm trying to get one of the on-street parking spaces so I don't have to pay, purely because I'm just going in there to pick up my glasses and straight out again, that's it. But I have to go into the bloody multi-story. There's no on-street parking. Right, I'll switch you off and then I'll come back and let you see my glasses.
Give it just a few days of wearing them and you won't even notice it anymore.
Right, I'm back with my new Gleeks. When I look down, all I see is bright pink. It's brighter on the inside than you're seeing. I'm used to black glasses. I'm used to actually not noticing my glasses because they're dark. But now I've got this like bright pink around my eyes and it's a bit weird. So, when I look straight ahead, that's my distance, it's fine. When you see the fountain bar there, if I hold my head at the wrong angle, that blurs a bit because it's intermediate, and I think my intermediate vision's perfect. And then if I look down, well, I have to actually look down physically. That's the reading. So I've tried to brighten myself up a bit by getting some new glasses. I did have the same ones as my mum, but she broke hers and went and picked new ones. So
She's got jam on them.
my mum always breaks glasses. Look at the dark circle. I didn't get them thinned. I maybe, oh, you see, because I've held my head like that, there's blur. I have to put my head down. The woman that like gave them to me is another woman that wasn't working when I got them, and she's the third one, at least, that actually works in the optician that has varifocals. So I'm thinking, if they're crap, why would 3 people, including the optician that works in the opticians, have them? Although she did say it took her about a month to get used to them. I think you probably just, again, I'm getting blur. You just have to get used to keeping your head down. Well, not head down, but you know, not putting your... If you're one of these people that does this to see something, you're not going to see it. I don't think I can reach this.
Go, get your arm.
Yeah, I can. There we go. So, I'm not sure that I like these now, you know. I've got this like real horrible like because I haven't had my glasses thinned, and I always have my glasses thinned. The reason I haven't is because it costs £60 to have normal glasses thinned, which I always do. But because there's 3 different lenses in here, it costs 3 times the 60 to have them thinned. I am not paying £180 to have lenses thinned for glasses that I will probably only wear in the house. The only time you see me wearing glasses when I'm out is if I've got an eye infection, or I've got like tired eyes or sore eyes or watery eyes or something, then I'll wear my glasses. But I don't wear them. I'm just wondering, it's now making me think, oh, there again I've got blur. If I'm in bed watching TV, which is the main thing I use these for, obviously my head is going to be... So is that going to...
We'll find out tonight. If they're not right, just take them back.
Yeah, but I'm certainly not going to sit up in bed and watch film. I have to watch something in bed before I go to sleep to, like, I don't know. If I went to bed and lay straight down and tried to sleep, I would not be able to. So I watch like a TV program or a bit of YouTube or a film, but like I'm propped up on orthopedic back pillow. Age, folks, it comes to us all. It's a poodle. Oh, it's not. What is that? That's a weird mix.
Yeah.
It looked like some sort of a terrier mixed with a poodle. It looked like a Shih Tzu mixed with a poodle.
A toodle.
Toodle, yeah, toodle. So if I'm lying down on my cushion and looking down, I'm going to be either right in the middle of that intermediate line or reading line. We'll find out tonight. They did say if they don't suit, they will change them to normal glasses. So we shall see what happens.
That's a big basil brush tail on that dog.
I'll get round the roundabout and then I'll sign you off. So thank you for watching this week. I will keep you updated next week as to any photos I get and what Isaac's up to. But it'll be a very quiet week because, well, he's away. I don't think we've anything planned as such. I will check in with you next week. Over and out from Kate and Caboodle.